All right, what do we have here? Houdini in the city of fallen rappers. Now, I've been told that this will give me a little bit of insight on what's been going on in Toronto as far as the rap scene. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. I'm not even gonna lie. Shout out to my bro. Shout out to James Pohl. I think you just spelled that wrong. You should react to City of Fallen Rappers by Trap Geek. It will give you a little insight into what's going on in Toronto. And then Click asked me 2 days ago, watch Houdini in the City of Fallen Rappers. It explains the rap scene in Toronto. So this will clarify a lot because I've been confused as far as Bully and Houdini dying. Like, I just found out they died, bro. I didn't know they died. But add me on Instagram. Links in the description. I'm doing a giveaway July 13th. I will be posting 10 days in a row. Whoever reposts my post the most, whoever reposts it the most, I'll cash out you $50. But without further ado, let's
You become a target. Not only you a target, you're rapping about
Boosie's
these
from Chicago,
people.
though.
Your
right?
house is
Where is Lil Boosie from? Ain't he from like Chicago or some shit, bro? I'm not even gonna lie. This nigga's not from Canada.
You become a target. Not only you a target, you're rapping about these
Georgia,
people.
Atlanta,
Your house is 10 times the size of their house. That would make me dislike me if I was on the other side.
Hell yeah.
I don't need you, all I needed myself. I wasn't asking nobody for help. She wanted me cause her name ringing bells. Designer the G, so designer the bell.
He was just like my favorite rapper, literally of anyone. He was my favorite.
When you really think about it, yeah, most artists do get killed in their home city.
That's the old
Why do you think that is?
From Ghana.
Hatred. People looking at you, saying, I wish that was me.
Bullets sent many fleeing for their lives here on this stretch. Now, the 21-year-old has been identified as a popular Toronto rapper.
All right, we gotta talk about the Houdini story, right? The jealousy and hatred rappers gotta deal with in their own home city is terrible.
That's a nice
and that's a
fucking
fact
name.
in every state in America. But one of the most violent cities right now for up-and-coming rappers to make it out of is Toronto. And people don't realize this. There's a reason Toronto's becoming one of the most surveyed cities in North America. It's looking like Beijing. They're getting cameras everywhere. Only Atlanta, Chicago, and DC got more surveillance per person. And that's because of the ongoing gang war that's been escalating for years, right? It's literally hunting season on rappers. And that's exactly what happened to Houdini. Houdini was sitting down with record labels in LA, New York, collabing with Pop Smoke. This kid was the real deal.
He collabed with Pop
Until a couple
Smoke?
weeks ago,
What the
he was
fuck?
brutally shot and killed in broad daylight in the entertainment
He
district
collabed with
of
Pop
downtown
Smoke.
Toronto. And this shit was surgical.
Hold up, I ain't hear that part. My bad, y'all. I'm fucking yelling and shit, man.
Killed in broad daylight in the entertainment district of downtown Toronto. And this shit was surgical. They used Glock 9s with 30-round mags. They took advantage of Corona season by wearing medical masks to hide their faces. There was a 6-year-old kid that got caught in the crossfire, dodging bullets.
That has a high-capacity magazine. It's a 30-round magazine. And as this unfolds, I want you to pay attention to the little boy that ducks into the vestibule here.
The whole thing was nuts, right? And the city is
Just,
shook.
bro,
Right now we're gonna
honestly,
get
bro.
into all this, but
Whatever the fuck you got going on with another man, bro, leave everybody else out of it. Don't get other people involved in your stupid ass drama, your beef, whatever the fuck you got going on, bro. Leave other people out of that, because at the end of the day, they're innocent. They got nothing to do with you. Let alone a fucking 6-year-old kid, bro. He's gonna be traumatized from that shit for life, bro. Fucking hate people, bro. And this is soda. It's not beer, by the way. Cheers to life.
it's shook right now. Now we're gonna get into all this, but before we do, my song of the day today is none other than Houdini himself. Let's go.
Killing money music, that's like VVVV. Still that bitch to hit the deck, get on her knees. I got numbers at the Fed saying feels up in my sleep. That's why we do wrong, we got an infrared beef. I got bitches along the run who ain't tryna be seen. Used to flip the whole bag, nip the bigger to the fiends. And I feel a lot of shit, but Scotty giving me relief. And I told him, little hoe, can't finesse me for my cheese. No, got the watch ties, get a little name knocked out for free. I can please don't mind, I'm too real for the industry.
Alright, in order to understand this story, we gotta focus on one hood in particular in Toronto called Driftwood, or Northside Jane and Finch. And this is where Houdini's from. Now they're by—
Oh, so Doobie was beefing with Houdini's clique. Doobie from Southside Jane and Finch Well, y'all know that, obviously. Y'all put me on.
in particular in Toronto
Houdini from
called
Northside. So I'm guessing everything north of here is considered north, Jane and Finch, and then everything down here is considered south. That's just my guess. I'm not down for certain.
Driftwood, or Northside Jane and Finch, and this is where Houdini's from. Now, they're by far the most influential in terms of music in the city, but they're also a notorious Crip faction, right? They beef with pretty much everybody in the city. To the south of them, the south side of Jane and Finch.
Up top, you got G side, D Black George, Y Black, 2 Fs, Black Village, Bottom Lane. So where's Doobie from in Southside Jane and Finch?
They bang blood, and that's their direct rivals. The lowest income neighborhood in the city called Regent also has tension with Driftwood, stemming from rap beef.
Houdini's from Driftwood, alright.
And rap killings. And another area called Rexdale has been Driftwood's rival for damn near a decade now. So they beef with everybody. Now in 2015, Driftwood kids kinda instilled the Chirac music vibe up in the north, in Canada. They were putting disses to rivals in their tracks and talking about the stuff they were doing in the streets in their lyrics.
If you diss my niggas, then you know we pulling triggers. Late nights with them killers, we kidnapping drug dealers.
Now that song is Robin Banks featuring Pressa. Pressa is one of the few who actually crossed over to the mainstream American scene, and he's actually living in Cali right now in a nice mansion. His rap career popped off for him, but before all that, he was involved in a case where he allegedly kidnapped 2 drug dealers, moving them around from location to location, holding them for ransom, until eventually forcing them to give each other head in front of everybody. 2 dudes. That's crazy. Now, Pressa was later cleared of those charges and granted the court's permission to go on tour with Drake out in...
That is some mobster, top Don Hitler. That's some top mob boss type shit, bro. Kidnapped 2 drug dealers, brought them all around the city, playing Russian roulette, and then made them give each other head.
Who actually crossed over to the mainstream American scene, and he's actually living in Cali right now in a nice mansion. His rap career popped off for him, but before all that, he was involved in a case where he allegedly kidnapped 2 drug dealers, moving them around from location to location, holding them for ransom, until eventually forcing them to give each other head in front of everybody. 2 dudes. That's crazy. Now, Pressa was later cleared of those charges and granted the court's permission to go on tour with Drake out in England. And another rapper got 6 years in Pressa's place for the charge. Now, Pressa's partner, Robin Banks, who was in that track that I just showed, he was practically the pioneer for the scene, right? He had the torch early on from 2015, and he kind of started this organic hood label in Driftwood, where he was putting on all the rappers from his area. Robin Banks started getting millions of views, caught the attention of Meek Mill, who really rocked with the movement. Meek Mill and Robin Banks were sending paperwork back and forth. He was about to sign a deal with the Dream Chasers, and to celebrate, he was having a party at a hookah lounge called Cameo, where unfortunately his ops found out about it, infiltrated the party, and shot him up 9 times, leaving him in critical condition. Just as this man was about to cross over to the US scene, they orchestrated that hit on him. Now, thankfully, Robert Banks is alive, but he's paralyzed from the neck down. And his ops were super disrespectful, posting memes of him in a wheelchair and stuff. Now, he's still doing his thing.
What the actual fuck? I did not know that shit happened. That sounds like some fucking movie type shit. He's about to sign a deal with Meek Mill. He throws a fucking turn-up party, a pre-release, a pre-signing party, however you want to call it. His ops find out about the party, shoot that nigga up 9 times. He's fucking paralyzed, and he's in a wheelchair now. It's crazy how life could just turn upside down so fucking fast, bro. Fuck that shit. And I believe in karma, bro. I believe karma is a real fucking thing. I believe that you reap what you sow in life. And the energy that you put out always comes back to you in a different shape and form, bro. I'm not saying he deserved that or is justified by any means, but that shit is crazy. That is crazy,
Great.
bro.
He was having the party at a hookah lounge called Cameo, where unfortunately his ops found out about it, infiltrated the party, and shot him up 9 times, leaving him in critical condition. Just as this man was about to cross over to the U.S. scene,
Part 2, y'all. I'm making a part 2. Part 2.